Hey guys, what's going on? It's Walski. So I'm all caught up with everything. I've read the manga completely. I've seen the anime up to where it is now. I've watched all the Naruto movies, and I just finished watching Boruto, and I'd like to give you my thoughts on it. So let's start with the star of the show, Boruto, as a character himself. So, Boruto, originally going to this, I thought Boruto was going to be a pretty generic character. Pretty much a Naruto rehash, a Naruto copy. No one really special, you know? I thought he was just going to be Naruto. Um, and Naruto would be the real star of the show, and Boruto would kind of just be like the headliner. Hey, Naruto's son, come watch the movie. That actually did not end up being the case at all. Boruto ended up being a fully fleshed out, new, exciting breath of fresh air character in the Naruto world. He had elements of Naruto within him, but he was a lot different. He was more talented than Naruto. He's more talented than Naruto. The way he acts is different than Naruto. His kind of his mess ups and his disrespect to authority and his spunkiness, all kind of traits Naruto had and Boruto had, and it really shined really well in Boruto. I thought Boruto was a perfect son of Naruto. Very realistic for Naruto's character and what you'd expect the son to be like. So let's get into Naruto as a character. Now Naruto's changed a lot. He's overwhelmed by his job as Hokage and is unable to spend the time he needs to with his son, which ends up being conflict in the one of the conflicts in the series, or in the, sorry, in the movie. And Naruto also has become even more powerful than before. I really did like his personality. I noticed they changed his voice actor, which actually was pretty a seamless change to me. I never really got too attached to the voice actor Naruto originally had, and I feel like this new voice actor did a great job. I mean, I can't speak Japanese, but I never felt discombobulated by the change. So Naruto's a more mature character. He's a little more stern. I noticed that when Boruto addressed him as his dad instead of as the Hokage, Naruto kind of told him not to do that, which is way out of character compared to the old Naruto. But I kind of understood where Naruto stood in that on that perspective since I am in the army. So, but the biggest change between in the movie was definitely the character of Sasuke. I mean, like, I was never a Sasuke fan. You can tell that by the videos I make. But my God, Sasuke was a phenomenal character in this movie. The type of character change he's gone through was just great. Like, he was easily my favorite character in the movie. How he taught Boruto, the way he talked in riddles to help Boruto learn, how he seemed to care about the village and its people, how awesome his action sequences were. And that's another thing this movie had. Fantastic action sequences. The opening scene with Sasuke and the villain in the show is just or in the movie was just great. That's what I like to see in Naruto. I'm not all for the strategic do a move and then stare at each other dramatically and talk and flashbacks. I'm not a big fan of that in the Naruto series. What I like is the choreographed taijutsu fights mixed in with the ninjutsu to highlight. That was done perfectly in this movie. And if you want to watch something like that, even if you're not a Naruto fan, you really do have to watch it just for the fights. I thought the show did a great job of doing camaraderie between characters. All the side characters didn't feel like they were just generically created to, fill the storyline of saying, well, these two had a kid, these two had a kid. All the characters actually seemed to really meld really well in conversations. The dialogue was great. At no point did the dialogue kind of bug me and say, yeah, that was kind of awkward. I thought they did a fantastic job with that, and that is really rare to say, especially with something like Naruto, where the dialogue isn't always on point. The characters interacted perfectly. I felt that Boruto's squad was a very interesting squad that to follow. I felt that Sasuke and Sakura's daughter didn't give enough screen time for what she was, but still a character that has a lot of potential. And spoiler alert for those who watch the other. Well, I won't say that. Mizu something. I can't remember his name. The third boy, or the third guy in Boruto's squad, was also a really great character. I feel like the camaraderie between those three puts a lot of potential for the series in the future. That's another thing I want to talk about. If Boruto, I know a manga is going to come out for Boruto, but if it is made to a series, I feel like it could have a lot of legs on it. I do feel like the series of Boruto could really make a lot of traction, simply because the characters in it were actually really, really good, and I wasn't expecting much at all. When I usually watch a Naruto movie, it's a really unsatisfying, unentertaining kind of anime, but this one ended up being really good. I was definitely satisfied in all aspects, in the fighting, in the personality, and the character development, and the camaraderie. It was all there. Sasuke was, again, a great character. His evolution as a character, his character development. He's almost like an Itachi. He's almost like Itachi at this point, except a little bit warmer. He seems to care more than Itachi ever did, or at least outwardly more about than Itachi did about like the people in this village. I definitely enjoyed that aspect of it. So, all in all, like this Boruto movie blew me away, and I have high hopes if they're going to make Boruto into a series, which I really think they should do. Now, this won't be for a while because, again, the manga hasn't even come out, and they're going to make it a series for Itachi. I don't know about the series for Itachi. I don't know if it's going to be made by the author of Naruto or not. I really hope it is. I'll be following it as best I can. And, you know, I was just really impressed with this Boruto series. It had everything. It had the character development, the characters, the camaraderie, the dialogue, and absolutely, most definitely, the action. I watched it, and I was captured throughout the entire movie. Never did I once was taken out of it by a awkward dialogue or, you know, again, the villains weren't the greatest. The villains were pretty much a copy of the final boss in the Naruto, or the final villain in the Naruto anime. But that really wasn't the point of the show, so it didn't bother me. They were there, I think, to just simply add action to it, which was fine. Didn't bother me at all. What I watched Naruto for is the camaraderie between the characters. So I think Naruto does that better than any anime I've ever seen. And this movie highlighted that better than I've ever seen it. If you're a Naruto fan, even if you're not, I think you should give this movie a watch because it is a fantastic highlight of just Naruto in general. Like, if Naruto were to end with this movie, if this was the last content Naruto ever released, I think this would be a perfect way to end it. The Naruto, the final movie, wasn't that great, but Boruto was the perfect ending. And I don't think it's going to be the end. I do think they're going to pursue Boruto, at least make another movie for him. Maybe they're going to make a trilogy for him. Making an actual full-on anime for him would surprise me, especially if it's going to be like an ongoing anime where they're making hundreds of episodes for it. But I really do expect more content for Boruto in the future. I don't think he's just going to be a manga. So like I said, all in all, it's my seal of approval. You should definitely watch it, whether you're a Naruto fan or not. Especially if you're a Naruto fan. It has spoilers for the series of Naruto, so if you really care about the ending of Naruto, as if you couldn't predict it already, don't watch it, or at least read the manga and watch the movie. So yeah, honestly, I'm just rambling on at this point. But like I said, Boruto, fantastic character, easily could inherit or take the torch from Naruto as the main character in the Naruto universe. I could definitely see him taking his place easily. So there could be a lot of character development in the new series, and I just feel like that if they decide to pursue Boruto any further, it really could have a lot of legs. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to comment and rate the video, and check out my Storm 3 Let's Play. See you guys.